What's up, man? Let me take you for a little spin, man.
Show you what it feel like.
I gotta go make these drop-offs.
Man, you think you're the only one out here working, B? Gotta make drop-offs too, B. Come on, man, get in, man. I ain't taking no for an answer, man.
Get in. I'm not taking no for an answer. Welcome to 290 Moe. I'm Moe. Thank you for listening. Before we get into today's podcast, I'm gonna just throw out a few announcements. I don't even know if I should call it announcements, but you know, if you've been listening to a podcast, you know I have no background in none of this stuff. So be patient with me. I'm learning as I go. But with that being said, make sure you can check the 290 Moe podcast out on all platforms or wherever you listen to podcasts. Wherever you listen to the 290 Moe podcast, do me a favor, just like and subscribe so that whenever something drop, it hit you with a notification. You know what I'm saying? Let you know it's some new crack on the app. All right. And like I said, that's everywhere. YouTube, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, coming soon to Facebook. And I'm gonna have to do some research on whatever other platforms I could put the show on, because I want the show to be available everywhere it could be available on. For my people that listen to radio, who enjoy listening to radio, you can catch the 290 Moe podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on HiddenCityRadio.net. That's HiddenCityRadio.net every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, that's Hidden City Radio. If all day radio is something that you into, they specialize in indie artists. You know what I'm saying? If you're an indie artist and you want to put your music on the radio, definitely go to the website, send them all your information, and if it's some dope, if you got a hot track, it's gonna be on the radio. So definitely check out 290 Moe on Hidden City Radio. Also, always looking for new guests to have on the podcast, from recording artists to content creators to business owners, or anybody with a special story to tell, anybody with a story to tell, period. I want to have you on the show. I want to hear your story. I want to put your story out into the world. All right. Or if you know somebody who you think will benefit from bringing whatever they have to offer onto a podcast platform, definitely have them reach out to me or tell me about them. And if I think that what they got to offer is dope enough, I'll reach out to them myself. Cause you know, I'm always down to work. I call my 9 to 5 my slavery. This is my work. So this is what I actually enjoy doing. Make sure y'all go check out my interview that's now live on YouTube. Well, live on all platforms, but it's a visual. We did it over Zoom. Go check out my interview with Mad Dog. He's a up and coming hip hop artist out of from the East Coast, from the nation's capital, Washington D.C. So definitely a dope interview, a dope build. And you know, I like to and I made that connection with my girl 202 Wink. Shout out Wink. You know what I'm saying? I like to have people on from other parts of the country, you know what I'm saying, just to have a different perspective on things, especially at the climate that our nation is in, with them being in DC. You know what I'm saying? I like to hear their opinion on a lot of things. So definitely be on the lookout, and it's definitely gonna be more Mad Dog on the podcast. So definitely go check that out. Now, before we get into today's podcast, I got one more thing for you guys. Now, the 290 Moe podcast will outweigh variety in combination with 290 Moe podcast. Will be hosting the Support Thy Neighbor pop-up shop. This is the first pop-up shop I'll be a part of. My girl Rissa is really running point guard on the whole thing. I'm just really there for support. I'm gonna be there holding live interviews for all the vendors. I believe we still have about 6 or 7 slots available. So if you're a vendor, if you know a vendor, if you have a business, if you know somebody with a business, if you just like to buy black and shop black, or if you just like to buy black and shop black, make sure you come out to the Support Thy Neighbor pop-up shop. All right. That's going to be on May 25th on 7451 West Madison. That's 7451 West Madison in Forest Park, Illinois. All right. I'm going to make sure I'm going to keep y'all, if y'all on my social media as far as like Facebook and Instagram, I'm going to keep spamming the dates and all that shit. And I'm going to keep letting y'all know the dates in the podcast as well. But that's just definitely something that I want my people to be involved with. So if you're a vendor, if you know some vendors, if you're not even a vendor, but if you got your own business that you want to, you know what I'm saying, put in a store type venue for this event, we'll really appreciate, I'd love to have you a part of that. And like I said, I'm going to be holding interviews right there on site, you know what I'm saying? So not only will you be able to come promote your business as far as selling it, you know what I'm saying, we also going to let you promote it as far as putting it on a podcast platform, you know what I'm saying? We're going to put your business on YouTube, Apple Music, all that shit. So definitely come out. Tables are $55 a piece. It comes with a 4-foot table and 2 chairs. All right. So if that's something you interested in, get at me. All my contact information will be in the description of this podcast, wherever you may be listening or watching. All right. Now with all that shit out the way, we can get to what we here for, man. And that's kind of crazy. I remember when I first started this, you know what I'm saying? I used to have shit to say at the beginning of the podcast. I used to be like, or if I had something to say, it was some light shit. I'd be like, I'll say that shit for the end, or I just forget to mention it all together. But now, you know what I'm saying? Shit is up there and it's stuck there. So, get used to hearing announcements. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like the word announcements, but get used to hearing news and upcoming things before, we get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast. So, we're just gonna start by saying, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace to DMX, you know what I'm saying? Condolences to his family, condolences to his children. He had 17 kids. I knew he had a lot of kids. I didn't know he had 17 though. I'm sure that's a lot of fucking kids. I'm sure. I wonder how old the youngest is and how old the oldest is. Yeah, but rest in peace DMX, you know what I'm saying? Before I get into this podcast, I'm a firm believer of what's understood don't need to be explained, but I understand that with the platform I'm on, sometimes I have to break shit down for the people who may not be the strongest weed in the dispensary, alright? So, in no shape, way, form, or fashion am I playing with death. In no shape, way, form, or fashion do I take joke as a death. I mean, do I take death as a joke? And that wasn't a joke neither, but you know, y'all know what the fuck going on. But you know what I'm saying? But basically, this is just my opinion, and if you know what the fuck going on, you know this is just a spiritual successor to the No Cap podcast. So this is No Cap Real Rap, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, condolences to his family, you know what I'm saying? DMX was definitely a legend, you know what I'm saying? He was a legend in the hip hop game, and he was a legend for the culture, you know what I'm saying? For the culture, just as far as DMX was probably, as far as, you know what I'm saying, in my generation, he was probably one of the first treacherous rappers that I can think of. Like real treacherous rappers, like every music video in the trenches in the project somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And then the Rough Riders was in every fucking state, you know what I'm saying? I remember just being a shorty in traffic with my OG, you know what I'm saying? Seeing, a bike gang of motherfuckers with Rough Rider jackets on being a shorty, but knowing, you know what I'm saying, just from DMX music and his music videos that they affiliated, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he definitely had reach, you know what I'm saying? He was definitely a legend. And I seen some shit today. I seen it a couple times, and this is also a podcast that I want some feedback on, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to reach out to me, give me y'all opinions, and then maybe we can have you on for a part 2. But basically, I seen a few quite a couple posts comparing him to Tupac. Now, the thing about Tupac that a lot of people might not know is Tupac was a real nigga, but Tupac wasn't a thug, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't like he was poor. He grew up in a struggle, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't a thug, you know what I'm saying? And that was like, you know, if you really know the whole situation about what led up to Orlando killing him was, you know what I'm saying? Basically, he was into some shit that ain't had nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? He was in some blood and Crip shit, and his ass, and Tupac was strictly a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those things in a sense, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, X was thorough. He said it himself. He say, what other rapper you know can go on the projects, not just go on the projects? What other rapper you know can go on the projects by himself and be good? On Shorty, I don't know none. I know some more. There's some thorough rappers out here on Shorty. All the rappers ain't actors. There's a lot of thorough niggas out here. But X was probably the last nigga that could do that for real. On Shorty, and up to his death from the time he said it, in the early 2000s to the time up to his death, is the only rapping nigga that can go in the projects by himself and be good. And that mean a lot, Joe. If the streets fuck with you like that, that mean a lot on Shorty. Cause the trenches don't love nobody on Shorty, but it just be that respect, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of the things motherfucker gonna try who, you know what I'm saying? You just know, you can read the motherfucker body language, you know what I'm saying? And when that's really you, it ain't even nothing to say that you can do that. It's just, that's home. That's what you know, shit. That's your environment. Motherfucker probably blend in type shit on Shorty. So like I said, DMX is definitely a legend. He was definitely one of the first, as far as I can remember, and this is a no script, you know what I'm saying, off the cuff. I really just decided to do this podcast tonight when this thought jumped into my head. But he's definitely a legend, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely a real thorough dude that when he used to say he was good in the hood, that shit actually meant something. And that shit really means something to motherfuckers who actually in the struggle in the hood every day, you know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of rappers is actors, you know what I'm saying? And that was one of my main points in my podcast. Make sure you check out my podcast. If you still listen to R. Kelly, you weird, is, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that you gotta believe everything a motherfucker say in a song, you know what I'm saying? Cause even, you know, music is like movies to an extent, you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers act in a movie, but that's not who they is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that everything a motherfucker say on a beat gotta be fact, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I gotta feel something on Shorty. I gotta feel something or I ain't gonna listen to it. So I can't be listening to no R. Kelly thing that he was possibly thinking about a little girl when he was making this shit on Shorty. I'm Gucci. In a minute, Robert, on Shorty. Hey, I'm all with that. You innocent until you proven guilty, but you gotta beat them charges first, Shorty. We probably talk about it then, but I'm good on R. Kelly. But X definitely, I wouldn't compare him to Tupac, but on Shorty, X made his own lane, and he definitely made his own mark in the rap game. So, with that being said, my first memory of DMX off the top of my head was the DMX and Then There Was X album. That's the album with the Party Up and the Party Up track with the and then there was the Party Up track was the other track. Here We Go Again, One More Road to Cross, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, you know, what these bitches want from a nigga, you know what I'm saying? So that was my first introduction to X, you know what I'm saying? And then too, when I was growing up on Short, he was in the movies too, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, he was one of the rappers that was rapping, and the movies he was in was good, you know? And as far as, you know what I'm saying, looking back on it now as the type of movie buff that I am now. And even, you know what I'm saying, knowing that he a nigga from the trenches, you know what I'm saying, he was good at acting too on Shorty. So he was a rapper and actor on Shorty. You know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure I know why he had less roles, you know what I'm saying, as time progressed, and that's something we're gonna get into a little bit later. But at the same time, he was definitely talented, you know what I'm saying, because he left his mark in both lanes in my eyes, in the music and in the movies. Because Cradle to the Grave, when I was with Shorty, I'm bad at remembering like what ages and what grades and shit. While I was Shorty, I used to watch Cradle to the Grave shit like every other day, Shorty. I used to probably watch that shit when it first came out on DVD, Shorty. You know, we had bootlegs of everything on Shorty, so I probably rewatch Cradle to the Grave, probably Shorty like at least a few times a week, Shorty. Like this one of the movies motherfuckers used to watch before they go to bed on Shorty. But, you know, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a hood classic in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? And you can't forget shit like Romeo Must Die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dude was definitely a legend in both lanes. But like I said earlier, I'm about to pose a question, and I want some feedback, man. I wanna hear y'all opinions on this. You know what I'm saying? And I gave X his flowers at the beginning of this podcast just to let everybody know. And like I said, I know everybody ain't the dopest weed in the dispensary, but you know what I'm saying? This ain't no diss track in no way, shape, form, or fashion. But I just want to pose a question. And like I said, my contact information is in the description of this podcast, wherever you may be listening or watching. But my question is it the same when these idols, celebrities, moguls, whatever the fuck you want to call them, is it the same when they OD? Like, I'm really getting tired of this shit, bro. Like, for real. Like one of my things is adults taking accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see too much, you know what I'm saying, of motherfuckers being sorry for grown ass people, bro. Like, motherfuckers be grown as hell, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got DMX. Like, I seen a picture with DMX standing next to Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? They like in heaven and heaven's gates, right? But Nipsey Hussle got blew down by a snitch. Nipsey Hussle got blew down in front of his own business by a snitch. And DMX overdosed on crack. So, it's like, are they equal? Like, do you automatically make a motherfucker a legend? Like, do you still... No, I'm not even gonna say automatically make a motherfucker a legend, because I already said X is a legend in my eyes. Ain't nothing changing that. But what I'm trying to say is it the same? Like, do you get the same? Like, is it an asterisk next to your legendary status if you take yourself out the game? Cause, I mean... ODing at 50, Joe, that's damn near like committing suicide, bro. And I ain't no damn fool, man. You can watch his interviews, you know what I'm saying? He smoked crack. DMX smoked crack, man. And the thing with crack, and I'm not even gonna say the thing with crack, but you know what I'm saying, from my research and the things, you hear a lot of people say like you chasing highs that you got when you first hit the pipe and shit. Dude, 50. It's only so many highs you can chase. That shit was inevitable. It's only so many highs you can chase before your body can't take that shit no more. Your body natural, that shit ain't. That shit can keep going up and up to whatever level it can get to. Your body can only take whatever it's gonna take. And it's actually being less and less because you're getting older and older. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's for the whole situation fucked up. But what self-accountability does Earl have in this whole situation? Cause ain't nobody sticking no needle in his arm. Ain't nobody put no pipe in his mouth. I understand people got their own issues, their own trials and tribulations and shit like that, but come on, man. I don't know. That's why I said, man, I want to hear what y'all think. I want to hear y'all opinion on the question I just posed. Should these moguls, legends, idols, whatever the fuck you want to call them, should they have an asterisk next to their legendary status if they go out by ODing? Prince, Mac Miller, Amy Winehouse, whatever the fuck. I mean, if you OD, I don't know if I can, that's not like putting the same thing. That's like, I can't put you on the same level with Tupac and Biggie. On Shorty. They was Gucci. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know what was going on in the motherfucker head. I don't know what's going on in the motherfucker heart, Joe. On Shorty. But it gotta be deep for you to be, for your reality to be, you know, for you to be able to basically make your reality whatever that you want it to be because of your talents, that you still choose to use crack cocaine to escape that reality. I don't know if he wanted to be his damn self. He got 17 kids. I'm not sure if he wanted to be his damn self, bro. And I'm just saying, how much time and energy should we really put into that? You know what I'm saying? How we know some of these people didn't try to OD them damn self? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude been smoking crack for 25 years. He know how much crack can, you know what I'm saying? And I know you can get bad batches and you can get batches that's overpotent shit like that, water bot, but that's just, you know what I'm saying? You never know no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You never know if he gave himself a hot shot type shit on Shorty. So that's my question, man. Y'all definitely reach out to me. All my contact information is always in the description of this podcast or video, like always. But that's just the question I got for y'all. Should it be an asterisk next to a motherfucker legendary status if they don't get taken out the game? If they kill themselves or if they OD? Do they still get that? Do they get an asterisk? You know what I'm saying? He a legend nonetheless. But is it an asterisk next to that legendary status? That's just my question. That's the question I got for y'all today, man. But like I said, this wasn't planned. This was no script. This was just something that was on my mind and heart. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out y'all way, man. I got my slavery in the morning. Like I said, make sure you catch 290 Moe Podcast on all platforms or wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also catch me on Hidden City Radio every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to come out and support That Neighbor pop-up shop hosted by R.I.P and 290 Moe Podcast. I think that's all I got for y'all, man. It's been good. In a minute, gang.